Hi, I'm Chuck Blau. I'm here with Prosper Buchhart, IFAC. Prosper, what are the issues facing commercial appraisers?
Well, I don't think our issues between commercial and residential have changed much, but I think in the commercial sector that you have to be a little bit more diligent than maybe in the residential thing. It's more involved. You're facing such variety. Other than residential, it's a residential property, but commercial, it could be industrial, could be apartment house, could be residential, high-rise apartment house, and so forth. So I think is that the experience required today is really needed to be a commercial appraiser. And I would say today, if you didn't have 5 years experience, you're not going to become a good commercial appraiser.
Describe the process you use to market your company.
Well, that's a little difficult how to market. I do personally. I go to a lot of planning board and zoning board meetings because litigation, you meet all the attorneys, you meet the clients. Same thing, I go to court, sit in on some court cases, get to know the lawyers, work with accountants because you're doing trust work and so forth. You get that type of commercial work, and knocking on doors. It doesn't matter what profession you're in. You can't beat going door to door or phone calls. I use the law journals. I use the accountants and so forth. So you don't eliminate, just because you're in a certain profession, shoe leather.
Well, you mentioned lawyers. Do you do much court work? And if you do, is that intimidating?
Not real. I think it's like anything else. It's a progression of education. When you first started, I was told by a lot of attorneys, come on, do it, we'll work with you. And you have a few attorneys that are friends, they'll work with you. And before you know it, you get that experience. It's like anything else. Experience is worth the experience. So to do court work or anything else like that, never lie. If you don't know it, you don't know it. But always learn. I go to a lot of meetings that I'm not even involved in because I want to listen how it's handled and how it's done. And that's one of the best experiences you can have.
How has your designation helped you in your business as an IFAC?
Well, any individual that has a designation should be proud of their designation. This is the highest that we offer in our industry, or not our industry, but our designation. And as an IFAC, in our discipline is very high. But what did it help me with? It opens doors because you're taken or looked at that you're a little bit more professional than maybe somebody that's lower. But it's also given me the opportunity with my sister organizations that we're now maybe placed on a competitive basis that we're equal to, not that we're necessarily better, but we're certainly equal to many of our other sister organizations that have a similar designation.
What tips do you have for someone interested in becoming an appraiser today?
Today, to become an appraiser, we hear so much about what you need in education, and you can never take education away, but I think it's dedication. If you really want to be a good appraiser or do anything in a discipline that's not just taught in colleges or just from experience, that you have to, again, get experience, and you have to be broad enough. My library is big. I have books, even though I don't necessarily do that type of appraisal work. You read books on appraisals. And so, again, it's knowledge. And the more knowledge you can get, the better appraiser you become. And it is really an outgoing business. You have to be outgoing. You have to be pleasant and never lie. You have to have a certain amount of integrity to do this type of work. But you got to be proud of it. And don't be afraid of a challenge. But the tips is, I always say, do the best and learn by it.
Well, that's really great. You know, it sounds like you really love being an appraiser and that you love your profession.
Yes, I do.
Great. Thank you very much.